I'm like, 80s? Hell. 80s? Hell. You know, we're gonna stay with this one for now. Because why not? I am Mecca. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me see your cigarette lighters right now. Holy shit, we keep losing people. Okay, so this week has really sucked. If you're an 80s kid. This week has really sucked if you watched any sort of television, pop culture, anything in the 1980s. Pretty much everybody you grew up with, all gone in 1 week. Pretty much everybody. So first it was Malcolm Jamal Warner, Theo Huxtable from The Cosby Show. So apparently he got pulled under in a riptide and what was it? Not Bermuda, Jamaica, somewhere. Anyway, he had a house near the water somewhere. So he just went swimming and didn't come back. So that sucks. Next, Ozzy. Holy fucking shit, Ozzy. Holy fuck. What was my... was that my fucking reaction? Holy fucking shit, Ozzy. Let me tell you. Ozzy Osbourne is somebody. If you are a metal person at all. Okay, I grew up listening to heavy fucking metal. Where is it? Heavy crapping metal. As a kid. I mean, what's this? I got a Ghost jacket literally on camera most of the time. I still like metal quite a bit. Not like a lot of radio metal. Not a lot of radio metal with a few exceptions. My actual engraved with my name on it Z-Rock Metal Militia dog tag from the 80s, 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Probably like 1989, 90, 91 in that era. Okay, so if you're like me, I play guitar because Black Sabbath riffs on guitar are fun to play on guitar. Between Black Sabbath, the Ramones, the Misfits, and Deep Purple, those were the ones I learned to play power chords on. Like those sort of songs, those, Iron Man, Sweet Leaf, those are good entryway, gateway metal. There would be no metal without Black Sabbath. Okay, so first off, you got me with that. There is like the metal dad to any metal aspiration of anything I ever had, being a guitar player, being a singer, any of that. Because without Ozzy and Black Sabbath, there would be no metal. Okay? We wouldn't have that. So to lose somebody who is a father and an icon to every single person you have listened to, admired, looked up to music-wise, every person who's got you through a tough time in your life with a song that you just resonate with, relate to, everyone who has ever been there for you when people aren't, you can always just go and tune into your favorite song. They would not be here if not for somebody like Ozzy Osbourne, for Ozzy specifically, and Black Sabbath. The whole generation of 80s hair metal, headbanger stuff, all of that wouldn't be here without that. Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, they wouldn't sound the same if Sabbath hadn't have been so damn heavy. If they hadn't tuned down, sounded so deep, sounded so perfect. The tritones, for example, on the songs. Summoning the demon and the beast himself, figuratively or literally, who cares? The occultism, the mysticism, the rebellious, pissed off, fuck you society attitude. There's a great documentary, The Decline of Western Civilization Part 2, The Metal Years. It has Ozzy on it. I believe that's what that's from. Where he's in the kitchen making scrambled eggs. And he's talking about how he didn't want to work a 9 to 5. He just wanted to, like, what else could he do other than have metal in his life and music? And I'm like, that's why I'm on YouTube too, is because I came out of this kind of heavy metal, music-y, do something more creative with your life than just work a stupid 9 to 5 for a soul-crushing job where you where you just die on the job, right? That's metal to me in a nutshell. This raw primal rage. This raw primal rage. Here, let me at least put something on here. The raw primal rage of getting the shit in your life out of your system by screaming at the top of your lungs along to your favorite songs. All right? By screaming along to your favorite... Let me try and get something on here. Window capture. By screaming along to your favorite songs, by feeling part of that community. That's a great... Really? Reset, transform. There we go. So yeah, we were listening to Mr. Crowley before the stream started. I was, if you clicked along. So, this really gets you. For people in the 90s and the 2000s, when he was just that funny guy on TV who goes out and sings Mama and Coming Home and Crazy Train. I get so pissed off when it's time to say goodbye to people. I push everybody away, and I feel like a total asshole for that. I'm like, I said he should have retired 20 years ago. Yeah, he probably should have. Sharon saved his damn life. Sharon absolutely saved his life. He should have been able to retire. He should have been. But then again, he wouldn't wanted to. What if he? He wouldn't have wanted to. That's like me sitting my fucking ass out here while I'm going through cancer and shit. I'm like, I don't want to stop this. I don't want to stop doing this. What am I going to do? Go fucking do DoorDash? What am I going to do? Go work at Target? No, I want to stay on the air. I want to stay broadcasting. I want to stay doing something creative. Even if it's not singing, because I can still use singing and music in YouTube, and I do all the time. What's your favorite Ozzy song, chat? You tell me. Tell me what you guys are thinking about Ozzy. What are you guys thinking? What's your favorite Ozzy song? I can't pick one. I can't just pick one. I'll start off and go like Over the Mountains, great. Mr. Crowley's still great. Like, it kills me to hear like Mama and Coming Home. Those like the real pop radio ones. That part of my life and that I just can't listen to that stuff. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. The album in its entirety is probably my favorite Sabbath album. This is one of those people, he's had so many layers of everything career-wise. And yeah, for reality TV people, that's the wacky rock star dad. That's the thing with these people who were so edgy and feared at one point in their lives is they came back on redemption. Snoop Dogg, those type of people. Remember, he was on trial for murder. Ozzy, people, the all of the scandals he's been through his life, through the addictions, through all that stuff. You went from somebody you wouldn't take home to meet your parents to somebody you literally have in your living room every single week. Okay? Like the Osbourne clips alone are iconic. He's a household name. This type of stuff. So this is like losing Queen Elizabeth, where it's just somebody you always view as there. He was just always there. And now what? It's like that's that king on that throne, as the first, as the loudest, as the most influential. Now what? You just feel, it feels so, you feel the loss and the void and the empty of it all. Especially going back and listening to Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, especially going back listening to a lot of the more occult ones. As we got here on screen, listening to probably a remaster of Mr. Crowley. You listen to some of these old ones and they still sound as good as they did then. I could still listen to a lot of stuff off the Ultimate Sin and it still sounds just as good today. So for an 80s kid where Ozzy was just always on MTV, Shot in the Dark was always goddamn on MTV back then. It was just always on. That's such a good song too. It was just always on MTV. So to lose that royal, influential level of iconic being is such a It pisses me off. It pisses me off. I go through the crying stuff, and then I'm angry, and then it's like no. You know? It's like, I'm one of those people, like, I know damn well what rock stars and really famous, influential people mean to everybody else. But then there's always gonna be that one little thing that I just like, no, but without this, I wouldn't be me. Without this album, I would not be who I am. And that's without all the metal and stuff. I wouldn't be who I am without all of that. But then again, same thing with all the electronic stuff. With something like Mr. Crowley, it's got a massive keyboard solo with stuff from the later Sabbath. It has heavy keyboard. There's a piano solo in Sabracadabra, right? You go into all of these synth stuff, and I wouldn't be me without the synth and that 80s stuff too. And I wouldn't be me if I hadn't sat my butt at wrestling shows in 1991 and literally seen Hulk Hogan live. So then you're not even done mourning Ozzy, and then you gotta move on to now fucking Hulk Hogan. Regardless of what he said and was canceled for and what he voted for, there's that 80s kid inside of you that still remembers going and watching those or watching them on TV and knowing how ridiculous they are, but that's a fun escapism. It's very much a masculine, it's like a boy hobby, the wrestling stuff was, and I haven't watched it since 1991, to be really honest. But to have these iconic people, all from the 80s, all gone all at once, it's like, wait, this isn't the 80s anymore. We're all grown up all at once, and it's like your childhood just disappearing in front of you. It's like having to sell your toy collection. It's like this whole huge part of you is no longer there and available in the same way it was. And that, oh god, at least I'm done crying. At least I'm done crying for now. Yeah, it just hits you because you look up to these figures as your TV dads, your music dads. And once one of your music dads goes, it's like saying goodbye to a parent. For real. Like it hits you almost as bad, almost as hard. Because sometimes your TV dads were better parents than your real parents. At least in my case. But so the problem is, I don't want to cry, and I'm gonna have to yell about the Fantastic Four because I don't want to get my freaking makeup running. No More Tears. No More Tears is such a good one. No More Tears is such a good song. I still like Miracle Man. I still like, God, what else was on that album? Crazy Babies is kind of stupid. Miracle Man's still solid from No Rest for the Wicked. That's still solid. I'm very much like one or two songs of a lot of like the radio metal. But man, this one just hits because Sabbath. Like I don't have a whole lot of physical media still, but I do have a few here and there. I do have a few things I don't quite part with. And well, this is one of them. Holy crap. Yay, you can't even see that. You can't even see it. I do have a few of them that I have not parted with. So this is actually cool because it's like 8 albums. It's alright. It's pretty good. So I didn't sell everything. This is what, the first 8. This is the first 8 albums in it. That whole era. Like I said, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath is probably my favorite out of back then. So, what's your favorite Sabbath album? What's your favorite Ozzy album? What's your favorite Ozzy song? What's your favorite Hulk Hogan memory? What's your favorite this and that? And like for me with the wrestling and stuff, it's like it's all the same thing. It's just it's the stuff on TV. It's that fun stuff on TV that you could come home to after school, after a crummy day at school where you're tired and you had too much homework and whatever, and oh hey, there's my TV families, there's my TV people that are fun, There's the music. There's Hulk Hogan. There's the wrestlers. It's just... so yeah. I am Mecca. I might upload this. I might not. But man, good. I didn't cry. Yay me, I didn't cry.